It's 102.7 Kiss FM. My name is Kayla, and I got Big Time Ride.
That's right.
Kendall, Carlos, James, and Logan. You guys are, oh my gosh, announced a huge tour, the In Real Life tour. Why did you decide that now was the time that you're finally going to give the people what they want?
I mean, I think they've wanted the other tours too, to be fair. But no, you're
absolutely.
Right. You're right. They have always asked us to incorporate more of the show and to some degree even our characters. And
it's pure nostalgia, and also who else asked us? Stephen Glickman, who plays Gustavo.
He's been begging us to come on tour
for years.
Over a decade. And we finally said, you know what? Now is your time to shine.
We relented.
Pal. Him and Caitlin Tarver, who played Joe, are coming with us.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun.
It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Before you announce, so you guys were probably holding on to the secret for a long time. The days leading up to it, the night before, what were you feeling knowing that your fans were going to be so happy about this the next day?
I was a little exhausted, to be honest, thinking about how many shows we have to do. I'm like, it's going to be so cool, especially traveling to all of our favorite locations. But I don't know. I was kind of nervous.
You know, Glickman called me. He goes, what are you doing today for the launch? And I said, I'm organizing my toolbox.
Oh, perfect.
Casual.
Yeah. He's like, what? You're not going? I was like, no, I'm just organizing my toolbox.
Just another average day.
You're not
here.
celebrating, not getting drinks or anything. You're just
listen, I got a little baby and stuff. It's like I got to get the house in order. There's like a
I
list of
celebrated
things
for
to
the
do,
four of us.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what's funny though? We were doing a promo announcement for all the European dates, and Steven and Caitlin were in the promo, and we didn't know he didn't know where we were going. So every time we'd be like, "All right, can you read Switzerland?" And he'd be like, "We're going to Switzerland," you know, and he'd freak out. It was kind of fun to watch.
I love that. Every song from every episode is what you guys promised. That's a lot of songs, maybe like 40 plus.
Is that what we promised? Is that?
Yeah, and then your new ones as well.
We didn't promise that. Calm down.
Oh, you didn't promise.
That's the and more.
Okay, so what are we saying? Like, how many songs are you going to do mashups? So it's.
I mean, we're gonna have to.
Okay.
You know, we have a lot of older fans and younger fans, families, and it's like we can't have people sitting there for 5 hours. So.
I mean, people do it for Taylor Swift. They would love to do it for you.
Taylor Swift is an enigma.
How long was that show? Was it?
I think it was like 3.5.
Whoa,
yeah,
that's
pretty long.
insane.
But you guys have such a solid fan group. I promise.
Well, we've put on some long shows before, so this is going to be we're going to give them what they want.
We tend to run over anyway.
Maybe we're also speaking just our own personal experience going to concerts. Like I got to be honest. Like after an hour and a half,
you're like, I gotta go.
I really just want to go home. You know what I mean? Like that's just me. But
we're also in our 30s. Like I'm what?
Well, plus openers.
Well, yeah, plus openers. But I'm done with going to bed at like midnight. Like, I try and get in bed by 10.
You're going to have to get used to it again. You're going to have to get used to it again.
That's actually one of the tougher parts about tour. I go to bed early, too, and wake up early, and you just obviously can't. We get off stage at 11, and so
you're still
your schedule
buzzing.
changes.
Even if you're not like...
You can't go to sleep.
You know, this just... Your mind is racing
Adrenaline,
no matter
too.
what.
Bedtime becomes like 1, 2 a.m.
Well, I was going to ask you guys, or any artist, how do you guys keep yourself healthy when performing all these songs? It has to be a lot on your voice and on your body. So do you guys have a certain self-care routine that you are able to do that you keep yourself going on tour? Because this is going to be a lot of dates.
We all have different self-care routines.
Okay, tell me them.
Like the four of us are actually objectively healthier these days than when we were younger because we're more diligent about eating well, getting regular exercise, even taking vitamins, as silly as that sounds. And so we all get together. The one thing we do together every show is we have an hour lockdown. So we do vocal warm-ups, we stretch, we go through the show, whatever we need. That's something that's a non-negotiable. Every show we spend at least an hour prepping, visualizing, and warming up.
And on the days off, massages, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a big thing. But you know what? When we were younger, it wasn't really like our thing. Like we were working with Sony and we were working with Nickelodeon. It wasn't like our tour.
Right.
And so we didn't know what we could ask for. And now because it's our tour, we're like, look, we're putting a focus on food. Like we're not going to skimp on meals. We're not going because that's the literal fuel for
Boys gotta
getting it
eat.
done.
Yes, sir.
Like we will go and get the stuff that we want to get.
Yeah.
You know, we're not eating chips and junk and like we're trying to. I mean, I do.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I think you have to put
But
yourself
high
first.
quality chips.
Exactly. High quality junk food.
Is there
Okay.
such thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get them at Whole Foods, and then it's a healthy
Chips made with
chip.
beef
Just
tallow.
because it's
Yeah,
from Whole Foods. It's
totally.
just- but you guys have to put yourself first, right?
Yeah.
Because if you guys aren't having a good time, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, and if you're not feeling your best, you can't give a good show
Right.
to your
Yeah.
fans who are,
Well, I mean, we used to do 6 shows in a row row back in the day,
Mm.
and that's when it was brutal. So I think this year we're doing like 3 or 4 max in a row, and it's a great number that it gets us out there because that last 3rd or 4th show. It's work. Like you're tired. You're like, dang, we're doing this again. But then you have that day off, and I love that first show back because it's just like, ooh, I'm fresh again. Let's go.
But you do have to pace yourself mentally, so it's important that we all kind of like have our own space, have our own time.
So the days that you are performing and you just feel like you don't have it that day, maybe you're going through something personal. What is it that makes you snap back into it?
The fans, 100%. Whenever you see them, the excitement, it just changes your whole day around.
It's like within 30 seconds of getting on stage, you have more energy because there's so much energy and love and appreciation coming from the crowd. You physically feel it and wake up and get excited.
Yeah. Fan question.
Yeah.
You said every song. So people were going through like all the songs from the
TV show.
From the TV show.
We
Sorry.
have like 100.
Got
Can't
an
believe
We have to read the fine print on this thing.
From the TV show. Okay, there's a specific song in an episode. The giant turd, is that going to be
Oh
performed?
boy.
Yes.
You know,
the
people have
saga of the giant turd song.
That's
people have
unbelievable.
T-shirts with the lyrics on the T-shirt.
Uh-huh.
But like of all the
It's the thing.
songs, why that one?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It must have really connected with people.
I don't know, but are you guys going to perform it?
For sure. 100%. I mean, Kendall just reminded me that we have a song from an episode from a Bel Air episode.
It was like
Yeah.
our take on Fresh Prince song.
Yeah.
And that technically is a song in the episode, so we got to figure out how to play that song.
This is going to be amazing.
Honestly, kind of psyched to play This Is Our Someday.
Me too.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
never played it
Wow.
ever.
Blow your speakers out. That's going to be a cool one too.
That would
yeah,
be great.
what is y'all's personal favorite OG song?
Oh, everybody go. We've done the list. Carlos.
Oh, me first?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. OG song?
Mhm.
Oh, dude. You know what? I'm going to go with James. This Is Our Someday was like from the original like audition process, like even before like all of us were attached. So that's kind of like a nostalgic one for me.
Stuck was one of the first ones we recorded, so Stuck is one of my all-time favorites.
Technically released that one? Is that right?
Yeah, some of
Wow.
these songs
Really?
are floating
Should
in the
be
ether
released.
We should.
somewhere. You know.
Well, speaking of one we didn't release, then re-release and reproduce is Paralyzed. And that's one of my favorite ones. It's a
Love
fan
it.
favorite. And I'm psyched, of course, we're going to play that one.
Okay.
I mean, there's ones that when you really think about it, you go, I totally forgot that was in an episode. There's Oh Yeah, which will be really interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favorite song of those, but like there's something really interesting about it, and I think it's
Hey,
more
Kevin
of the
Rudolph
challenge of how to do it.
Wrote
Yeah.
that one.
Is that's a challenge.
Boyfriend. Gotta
Got
do
to,
it.
of
Gotta do it.
course.
Maybe we should call Snoop and see if he'll come and hang out with us on tour.
Please.
Maybe or a
Wouldn't that be
hologram.
amazing?
Yeah.
So,
Or just like video content, you know? Let's just get a little something going
Tell
on.
him to give us a video.
and I'm
I
sure
know
he
he's
would
busy.
absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple months ago, I sat down with Jordan Sparks for an interview.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
And I reminded her about y'all's song Count on
Counting
You.
on
We're gonna play
You,
that.
Counting
We're
on
gonna
yeah.
count on you.
And she said that she would love to reunite with you guys and perform the song.
Intuit Dome.
We got to hit her
Make
up.
it happen.
Can
If
this
she's-
happen?
Oh, for
Absolutely,
sure.
100%.
If she's free for any shows she wants to be at, we'll hit her up, of course. But putting it out there, she is more than welcome to join us.
Then I don't have to sing all the high parts that she sings. Then we can actually get her to do it.
She's amazing.
She's the best.
So you guys are bringing Caitlin Tarver and Stephen Kramer on tour with you. They're both artists. Other than them opening up for you, is there any other way that you guys are going to incorporate them into the show?
Probably, but we haven't said it yet, so
Okay.
we can't say definitively. But
I mean, Steven will try to do it anyways, so
He's just
he'll
gonna try
be in
to
there.
be on stage, I'm sure.
well, let me say it's also a long time for them, so we want to be respectful of their time. I'm sure that we will to some degree, but if they play, opening act starts at 7, we don't go on until 9:30, whatever. It's a long part of the show. But if they're willing and we find a creative way to bring them in, which we're already talking about, then absolutely.
I think the people would love a song with Caitlin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love
Future.
that.
Mhm.
She is the original OG worldwide girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people want to know what does it take to be a worldwide girl? Like, how do you pick them? Is it
Gosh,
is it the
it's
sign or they have to be super close?
No, for me, it's the hardest part of the night because you see all these fans that came out and they just, it's kind of like that golden ticket. It's like you just don't know.
How can
who's
you only
gonna
pick
get it.
one?
And then
Mhm.
and then they're all with the shirts and the posters, and every night we're always looking at each other, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to say no, but I could only pick one.
Trust us, the people who don't people get disappointed if they don't get picked. We're also sad that we can't
Well, we used to
make
pick
everybody happy in
Yeah.
that way.
We
So
used
it
to
is
pick
tough. It's a
only
challenge.
one between the 4 of us. And so at least we have multiplied your chances by 4 because now we
Yeah.
all pick one. But look, think about it. It is out of roughly 10,000 people, and we do pick at random every night. So
But that's what makes it
We
special.
have had accidental
Doubles.
2
Doubles.
times.
Oh, it's the worst.
Worldwide Girls, we've also had where you point at
Don't give
one
me any
person
ideas here.
and another person comes up too, and so and it's hard to say no to that person. They're already on the stage. You say, okay, guess we got 5 tonight. Now that's not an invitation to have more than 4, but
it makes it a little weird if there's too many because you don't know who to sing to, if we're being honest. So it's like, and it's less of an experience for the ones. We just want to pick, you know how you get picked? Be the most excited, like you're having the best time ever, because we want somebody up there who's just going to love it. And once in a while you pick somebody who gets up there and they're just like kind of afraid. And like,
hey, little tip, by the way, I just
fun.
thought about this. Yeah. It's not just about how excited you are during the worldwide picking moment.
The whole show.
The whole entire show.
Because we're looking, we see, people don't think we can see them. We can see very clearly up until very far back. And so you'll see people
we think
during
that
the
you
show.
can't even see us in the crowd.
Oh, you can see everybody. And you'll be like, that I'm picking that person because all show they're having such a good time.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. So there is also about the before part.
Wow, we're getting into real science on this.
saying.
That's crazy.
No, I love it. People are wondering.
driving that
So
point home.
If you get a tattoo of my name, right?
Then you'll
I'm
get
kidding.
picked.
Please don't do that.
I have one,
moral of the
actually.
story, do the absolute most.
Yeah, or it's just like,
Yeah?
sometimes it's literally just
Just
random as
enjoy
well.
the show.
There's
Yeah,
your
it's
biggest
random.
Fans, that's
It's random.
it. The ones that
Okay.
are like just so psyched to be there. That's all.
Well, we are super excited for this tour. It's going to be amazing. I remember the Big Time Summer Tour in 2012.
Oh my gosh.
How do you guys think that you've grown as performers since then?
Oh my gosh.
We're definitely way more comfortable,
Yeah.
and I think that we're way more we're a lot more what's the word?
Weathered.
Weathered. No. You know what?
Not weathered.
But we're not afraid
That's
to
it.
make different
Seasoned.
types
Seasoned.
of choices every single night. So before it was very much like, this is where I have to stand, this is what I have to do, and now we kind of go on stage, and obviously we have our moments where it's like we have to get to this spot, but in between, that's the fun part. It's like sometimes James will come over and do something stupid, it'll throw me off, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, what are you doing? And it's
Now we're
fun.
just having fun with it.
Yeah, or if somebody hits kind of the wrong mark, then you just adapt and go to theirs or somewhere else. And
Oh, yeah. We used to beat
Yeah.
ourselves up so much about making a mistake, and I think that has gone out the window.
like for better or worse, the show is a little bit different every night.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeps it fresh.
When you think about the longevity of the band, back in 2011, 10.
Hey.
How long?
2009 to two. Yeah.
Right. Did you think that in 2025 you would still be doing this together?
This is still some kind of
No.
fever dream, anyways. I mean, we pinch ourselves all the time.
But you know what? There's always been a conversation about it. Like we thought, hey, we'll go for a little while. We all decided to take a break. And then after a couple of years, for us doing other movies and individual music, I think there's always a conversation like, hey, maybe this would be cool at some point.
You keep on calling me saying, I miss you, Logan. What are you doing?
Yeah, I still saw it.
Everybody had a reason not to do it at some time or another,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of all lined up and it worked out. And I don't think that we anticipated that we would be doing what we're doing now. We thought, we'll come back. And that's why we only did 2 shows in the beginning when we first came back, because we literally didn't know if anyone cared.
But it
We
being
assumed
big,
some people might come.
So many people do.
And
But we
then it
love
just
we love it
exploded.
too. We
Yeah.
love it. Like we can't really stay away from it
I'd
for
say
too
the
long.
loudest part though is it being bigger now than it ever was in its heyday.
Insane.
Back in the day is pretty wild.
Yeah.
It might,
And it's
I think
still
it is
growing.
bigger, yeah.
We
We've
still
been
get
lucky.
stopped by fans every day that goes like, when are you guys getting back together?
Yeah, Mom,
Which
told
is
you.
cool. It just means there's so many more people out there who haven't discovered our new music or haven't been to a concert in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And that's pretty
Who would
rad.
have thought that one Instagram post doesn't reach the entire country? That's crazy.
Random question, but if you guys didn't reunite and didn't even do solo careers, what would you be doing? Like,
If
do
it
you
was
have any other
completely out of it?
interests that maybe you wanted to be a doctor or maybe you wanted to driving? Like, what would you be doing?
Well,
That's tough.
My wife knows that I'm really into like science and stuff like that, and I just read a lot and all that kind of stuff. And she said, you can always go back to school, and like if you want to like do stuff in medicine, you can. And I said, do you know how many years that is? It's like, I'm
lot.
interested in it, but I'm not going to go to school for 12 years now at this point to do that. But I mean, I like science.
Some private investigator would be cool. Some criminal cases or something.
CSI.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That could be cool.
I'd be surfing a lot more, first off.
It's not a
And
job.
Probably
Beach
real
bum.
estate, to be honest. I do a
Okay.
lot of real estate on the side. I've been buying and renovating and flipping, for like 15 years now. Just did a big acquisition recently.
He's a
It's
real
fun for
estate
me,
guy.
so probably do more of that.
Okay.
You know what? I like making movies, so directing, producing, editing, like all that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, is there going to be another movie, a Big Time Rush movie in the future?
Hey.
Maybe a documentary?
Who knows?
We're working on
Who
it.
knows?
I think that
You
was
know,
some
we
tea
can't-
right there.
we can't
Sky's
say-
the limit.
Oh, they know we're working on a movie. We
Okay.
just don't want to say yes until it is 100%.
Yeah, James told him.
James told him.
Well, we've been all telling them for a long time.
I know you guys be on Instagram Live spilling a lot of tea.
I mean, it's
But-
really just James. He, for
James
some
does
reason,
not
has
live
to
spilling
tell
lots of
everyone. It's crazy.
Saying that we have an announcement coming up. Oh yeah, such tea.
James, I actually learned more about the band from his Instagram lives than our own business meetings.
You know, they get really frustrated when things stay relevant. I know, it's horrible.
But people love that. It's just you guys are genuine and authentic and you're an open book, and we love when you guys get on live and just talk.
100%.
Okay.
None of it's that like crazy. Our fans want us to
Ultimately,
keep talking with them.
It's
and,
not that serious.
Yeah.
Okay, so this weekend you guys have a pop up here in LA. Big
Whoa,
Time
don't
Rush.
spill the tea. Don't spill the tea. Calm down.
That's been announced.
No, we're allowed to do that now.
It's
We're allowed to
been
say
announced,
it.
But I want to know: are you guys going?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
right after this.
When?
And later this
Probably
weekend.
tomorrow.
Really? So
Yeah.
what time can people expect you?
I'm gonna get there bright and early because I have
Or should
sessions
we
that
not
day.
say?
So no, I think I'm gonna get there right when it opens.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
early
So
tomorrow.
what can people expect from this experience?
So it's at 11 to 5 tomorrow and Sunday. We're probably going to roll early tomorrow.
And 11 to 4 on Sunday.
It is it's an immersive experience. It's got bits and pieces of the old sets from the TV show. It's got a bunch of our favorite memorabilia,
Original
some
scripts.
records. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to see them, if you guys want to get your tickets, it's on sale right now.
Come on down.
Go see Big Time Rush tomorrow at the pop-up experience
Well,
in
the
LA.
pop-up's free.
The pop-up is free.
Tickets for the
Yes.
show are on sale, but the pop-up is free.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys for sitting with me. This was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Thanks for
I've been
having
wanting
us.
to meet you guys for a long time. Again, I've been a Big Time Rush fan since the beginning.
And
So-
now we finally done it.
and we finally
I
did it.
love it.
So thank you guys so much, and y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.